Good morning. How are we? Hopefully good. Um, Wanted to do a quick follow up to this thingamajig. Um, this is the one I showed you last week, and I've been wearing it all week, and I do like it. This is the one that was $19.99, so $20, and works well. I linked a cheaper version, and I'd ordered a white and a brown of the cheaper one. I think it was around $14, $13. Got both of those in and immediately sent them back. They were crap. So this one has a really good magnetic closure, and the leather even feels nice for the price. The other one, it felt plasticky. It definitely was pleather, and the magnet was non-existent. So it wouldn't even stay shut. So the immediately went back. So I will update and not recommend that one at all. So just FYI. So updates on that crap. I'll make sure to put the link for the correct one down below. What should I update you on? So unnecessary spending. Most of it was necessary spending. I had dental work done this week, which is most of why I had to take some time off. That was fun. So lots of extensive work happening there. So just things were getting older. But real quick, so I did some shopping, and I love the Caudalie that the other Nancy had recommended, but I'm always into trying new things, and of course on the Instagrams other ones come up, and I fell victim to, I think it was Glamzilla. I think it's Glamzilla with this one, and it has that. If you look at this, that yellow, I thought they were going to be similar. They're not. This one is not refreshing. It's supposed to be a very moisturizing. I don't think it's, yeah. They're using it as a makeup setting spray, not the refreshing mist that I'm looking for. So I haven't tried it over makeup yet, so I have no idea how it performs for that, but it doesn't do what I was looking for it to do. So the other one, similar, Rose and Ben, come up in my feed. She's like, they call her the color theory witch, so she does a lot of makeup tutorials. Similarly, she talked about this being a good like under makeup primer, but she did say it was hydrating, so I picked this one up, and I have not tried it yet. But it has hyaluronic acid, and I don't know what PDRN is, but this is apparently a interesting new product, so I thought I would pick it up, and we could try it together real quick, and then we'll go into the funny of the week. I think the funny that Stefan and I had this week, but oh wow, it's like this really gloppy stuff inside. That's kind of interesting. I'm assuming you shake well. How to use: close your eyes and spray evenly over the entire face, a distance of 10 to 20 centimeters. Okay, this one feels refreshing, slightly cooling. Okay, I like the way this feels better than this one for sure. So that again was, I think it was just under $20 at Ulta, and they had a couple different sizes. This is the 100 ml, so don't mind that one, and it absorbs pretty quickly. Nice. Okay, so that was not too bad. I still like the Caudalie better. And of course, Tatcha is my favorite. I think it's more Tatcha-like, I think, than Caudalie-like. But yeah, I think it's definitely more that. I wonder what these little green things are. Very interesting. Side note. All right, so the funny. And I should say it's a funny because it's actually a bad thing. I also went in for some medical appointments and I had some blood tests, blood work done, and I'm laughing because I just can't believe that this is true. I got these test results back and they were showing that to be blunt, my diabetes is out of control. Like my A1C is, from the way I read it, I should be dead pretty much. And I'm just like, that can't be, because I have my machine and my test strips right here. I'm like, I would know. The last time I would have had blood sugar levels at that extent is when I first became diabetic. And I used to, middle of the day, fall asleep. Like, my blood sugar was so high, I was going into a coma, literally. So I know my ends of the spectrum. And you guys have been with me long enough. I was in a car accident a couple years ago when my blood sugar fell to the opposite end. So shaky, sweaty. When I'm too low, I will pass out. So I will become like this, and I'm still present, but I'm not myself. So like Stefan will like go, are you okay? And he's talking to me and I'm talking back to him, but I'm not myself. So when I have low blood sugar, I act a certain way. When I have high blood sugar, I'm pretty much just, nappy, sleepy, in a coma, and just want to curl up and go to sleep. And this result was showing that I was in that, like, go nappy, sleep, and, cuddle time. I'm just so tired. And I'm like, that's impossible, because it's a 3-month average that they're testing you for, right? And I'm like, so I'm testing my blood sugar this morning and it's 125, which is what it should be around in the morning. And I'm not skipping my insulin. I'm like, this cannot be accurate. And when I went in, you can still kind of see the bruise on my arm. They take blood out from here. My veins are really bad in my crook of my arm. So they couldn't get a lot of blood. They were actually asking the technician if they could even process the test, because I don't know what happened. They just couldn't get a lot of blood out of me. So I'm thinking that either the test was faulty or something else is going on, because there's no way, given the results that I have, that I could be that out of control. So anyway, I've had to go through like another education series. I'm arguing with my insurance. I'm trying to get one of those continuous glucose monitors, and it's just been a pain in the butt. So this morning, long story to get to this. This morning, I'm telling my husband all this, and I'm like, I'm so frustrated. This is like the worst disease to have. It's like I can never get it right. And I was speaking at an elevated volume, and Pickles is like losing her mind, and she's jumping at him and acting really excited. And we have this inside joke that I forget where it came from, but it's like, whenever the cats used to get this way with us too, and I would be like, Mommy's just talking at a passionate volume. I'm not yelling at Dad. I'm just talking at a passionate volume. And he hadn't said it in years. And so he said to her, Sweetie, Mommy's just talking to me at a passionate volume. And I lost it. I just fell down laughing. And I was just like, oh God, I have not heard that in so long. And I think what made me laugh the most is that he rarely will say mom, go to mom or talk to mommy. He's really against, he doesn't want to be a dad. He doesn't like kids. He's really against that. So I like to mess with him and get him Father's Day presents. And that's what's here. So overnight, I ordered him his Father's Day items, and those came in the mail. But I just had to laugh that he actually said that this morning. So I'll show you what he's getting for Father's Day. This is cute. So we've got this little card. And then it's blank on the inside. So that's it. Wow, this is really heavy cardstock. And then I ordered him his favorite brand of tea. So he loves this tea company. think they sent him the wrong. They were going to tell me that I'm taking a hint. I ordered a bunch of green tea, but I don't recall ordering the Slenderizer sample. Pretty sure it just said green tea sampler. Probably should take it out of this box, but anyway, it's just a bunch of tea. Oh, it's sealed. Okay, never mind. I'll just have to cross that out because I'm not trying to give him any hints because he's probably going to say like, Nancy, are you, who needs to lose weight? Anyway, that was our week. It was fun. I also did some shopping for y'all, so I'll give you a hint of what's coming up during Giftmas in July quickly. So that's a little sneak peek of one of the items that will be in Giftmas in July. I was making the little animation on Canva that's going to be like holiday themed, but in a July form. So I'm getting that all ready behind the scenes. And all that's all going to work. So those will be the midweek videos in July. Each week will be a different giveaway. So you'll have that to look at. I hope you enjoyed my attempt to be funny with the midweek video. I realized it was only a minute and a half, but I thought it was kind of funny. I was just going through my card collection, and while I was doing that, I thought, well, what the heck? Let's record that. So anyway, let's go over and get the fragrances, the bag changed out, all the things, and I will be back. Okay, we're here at the fragrance counter. This was a good week. Can't complain, honestly, because they're all really good scents. I think the only thing to comment on is that this one doesn't stay as fruity as the sample did, and maybe that's why it was at the outlet. Maybe the formulation didn't work out when the batch is a bad batch, something like that. It's just it didn't stay consistent. So the initial spray was the same that I remember, but it seemed like there was more base note than there was the consistent raspberry feeling in it. So that's probably my only thing. It's not bad. It just wasn't the same. But of course, love all the rest. I was making a comment to my husband as well on, it's great to have dark bottles because it helps with preserving a fragrance. It keeps light out, but when they're this dark, you can't tell how much fragrance is left. And it's like I can hear in there, but I can't really tell exactly how much is left. So I'm like, I have no idea what the usage is. I'm trying to figure out if I can shine. I tried shining it like with the lights, and I still couldn't see in the bottle. So that's kind of a bummer. Just one day it will stop spraying and I'll know I don't have any. But whatever, it's a first world problem. But I just thought it was kind of funny that it would be so dark. Anyway, let's get a different fragrance tray out and see what we want to wear. I think we're going to have some warmer weather again. We were like only in the 80s for the last few days, but let's wear some lighter scents since we're going to be going into the sticky 90s again later this week. All right, we've got an interesting, different kind of tray this week. Looks very green, doesn't it? It's actually kind of green, kind of all over the place. We're going to have a coconutty, beachy vanilla with vanilla vibes. Then we're going to go with this Lemon Island, which is more of a florally citrus. Moving on and over to Cactus Garden, which, is like a lemongrass spa scent, one of my favorites. And I rarely pull that out except for in rare occasions, but I just really want to have that out for the week. And then we're going to pop over to two Hermes scents that I've worn just briefly. So we're going to do the Basil Eau Propre. Is that how you pronounce that? I put that on the screen. I don't know. I'm going to butcher that. And then Eau de Orange Vert, I believe is that what the one's called. So those came out that 4-piece sampler I got in Chicago last year. So I thought I would try the 2 greens from that set. And that will be the tray of the week. Again, basil au potpourri, oh my God, French. And Eau de Orange Verte, Cactus Garden, Lemon Island, Vanilla Vibes. They're all lighter scents, cologne. I believe this is the only perfume on the tray, the actual eau de parfum. Everything else are cologne, granted cologne absolute, but they are good scents nonetheless, and will be a good one for the week. Okay, we carried the large burro in tricolor leather with accessories, and it was quite cute. Got some compliments on the heart, a few places that we went, and also, well, both hearts I should say. Put this aside. All of the items. Oh gosh, I've got these cash, receipts, all the things. Good Lord. And as I mentioned, it's got so many pockets that you just keep going. Double check that I didn't put anything in this front pocket. All pockets are empty. Fabulous. Slip them back up. I really wish that they would re-release the burro. I think what they did with the new shade was just a travesty. But who am I? I'm nobody. This was just a classic. All right, I gotta clean up my mess here, make some sense, and pick out a bag for the week. Let's see, what do we have to do this week? No in office. Might go shopping with a friend. But that's really it. So don't really have to plan for much. Let's figure it out. We'll be right back. Okay, you're gonna yell at me because I'm repeating a bag, but you know what? It's the last week of Pride Month, last full week of Pride Month, and we need to celebrate that. So we're going to wear Claudia, since that's my only, other than my Dooney that I've already worn, my only true multicolor bag. So we're bringing her out again. And it's going to be warm this week, no rain, so perfect. She will not be messed up. But more importantly, I need to switch out of my card case. I've been carrying this for a while. And the video this midweek that we had reminded me that I have not used this one ever. And I've had it now since October. So I probably should use my Goyard card case. So we are going to finally bring that out. So let's swap into that. Give me 2 seconds to swap all my cards in here so I don't dox myself with all my card numbers. Okay, in full transparency, all of my cards do not fit in this. So I had to put one in here, and then my cash is also in the key pouch small. That's the word I'm looking for. And then I'm swapping into the Fendi sunglasses that are the colorful version for this week. Oddly, those Chanel sunglasses gave me a headache, like they were tight on my temple, which I don't recall that being the case before, so I guess my head's gotten fatter. which is interesting. So yeah, Claudia, gonna go back out in her for the week and key pouching. Put that in. Touch all other keys. I don't need the slippy. Do you want my wipes? And then the Goyard Bourbon card case in the blue canvas. Very tight card slots. I would not double up cards in them. Very tight. I put a few of my like medical card, cards in there, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's really small. So it's a bare minimum type of card case there. And that one I'm going to slide into the slip case here, the slip pocket there. So that will be the bag of the week. Again, honoring Pride. Do we want to do anything else to zhuzh her up? I don't think so. I think she should speak for herself. So after the snafu of losing my bag charm that one time, I will let her do her thing as is. So again, a repeat of a beautiful bag, Claudia. All right, so that is ringing up. I didn't mention while I was changing out of this how much I love this. This was a really great, I didn't want to get out of it, case. So that's the textile little card thing. But I don't know, I'm just enamored with the shape and style, how much it can hold, the ease of it. So I definitely want to pick up. No, I don't. I have too many card holders. So I was laughing when I was filming that, the different card holders. I've never used that Chanel card case. It's been in the box since I bought it. The Goyard, same thing. So that's why I pulled it out this week. I'm just in awe that I've had that for 3 years and I haven't pulled it out once. Did I use all the other ones? Yes, I've used the Loewe of it. I've used all the Coach ones. The Dior one I've used a couple times. And definitely the Felicia I use all the time. It's my go-to. I'm trying to think of all the other ones that I showed in there. Pretty sure that I've used everything except for the Chanel. That's, well, the Goyard I'm now using, but yeah, that's an addiction. But I didn't even bring out, there was like, I have a Dooney and Burke card case that's like really a zippy coin that has a card holder on the front. That should have been in the video. I have the business card cases that I use as card cases. 2 of those should have been in the video. Didn't do it. God, if I wanted to count all the wristlets that have card cases inside them too. Goodness gracious. Anyway, way too much stuff. So I digress. But as I was saying, this is a really great pocket organizer. Pocket organizers are still relatively reasonable, at least in the canvas. The special edition ones are where they start to go up in price, but your standard one is pretty decent, relatively speaking, in cost. But you can always find a cheaper one at Coach or Dooney or any other brand out there. So that's a nice style. And again, from the men's side of the fashion house, so to speak. All right, I am going to work on cleaning and getting some tidying done at the house, and maybe take Miss Pickles out to the dog park, Pickles and Boo Bear. So I will see you later. So have a great week. Tell me what you're carrying, what you're spraying, all the things. If you found a new face mask that you're intrigued by, let me know. Again, really do enjoy this one and the Tatcha. So any one of those types, fill me in, and I will see you when I see you. Take care. Bye.